What's good, Drive? You know? So it's what? Day 26? Day 26, man, a posted 365 days every day this year. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Bomisa Trotter. I am a men's self-development coach. I help men unlock and pursue their purpose. One of the things that I often tell men is that I'm finding out myself is to treat myself more like a friend, right? And a lot of times that's hard to do as a man because number one, a lot of men don't have valuable or um, productive friendships, right? And so it's hard to see yourself treated as a friend because you never had any friends to begin with. So when I tell men that, I'm finding often that a lot of them are like, well, I don't know what that means. So I find myself in that position today, right? I'm doing this whole um, post every day, right? So the conversation has to become that even though I put this challenge on myself, got to thinking, I'm not going to be perfect at it. I got to be a friend to myself in this process. Understanding I'm not going to be perfect at it. That I'm not going to always want to do it. I'm not going to always feel like I should, I have to perform. Okay, you're fine. You might miss a day. Okay, life happens, right? And I think a lot of times, right, going back to the point of becoming a friend to ourselves is allowing ourselves the space to mess up. Um, in my book Resilience, or I have a course called The Road to Resilience. It's not really a course; it's a book. People call it a course. I'm gonna put a link. I'm gonna put a PDF in it. I'm gonna put a PDF to it in the description. And I want to read something. So on page, if you decide to download it, on page 40, skill number 5, page 42. You go down to page 43. It says, "Why is compassion? Why self-compassion matters and resilience?" Sorry. In a world that often equates self-worth with achievements, self-compassion can feel counterintuitive. We're taught to be our own toughest critic, to push ourselves to perfection, and to view our mistakes as personal failures. That's a big part. But this mindset undermines resilience, leaving us vulnerable to self doubt, burnout, and insecurities. True resilience thrives in environments of self compassion. A lot of times, man, when we are um, trying to achieve, let's say for some of us, our New Year's resolution came up. We're like, hey, man, you know, I'm not working out every day. Did you work out for 5 minutes? You may normally want to work out for an hour. Okay, you don't have an hour. You have 5 minutes. Be kind to yourself, man. Be a friend to yourself. Gentlemen, that's not a bad thing. These kind of conversations need to be had. Sorry. These kinds of conversations need to be had and need to be had often. On the road to becoming the best version of you, on the road to becoming the best version of yourself, you're going to need to forgive yourself sometimes. You're not going to always show up at 100%. You're not. Life is going to kick you square with your nuts. You got to figure that out. Okay, what do I do next? And understand that you're going to be human. Being human is not a crime, y'all. Y'all know, I do know that, right? You're going to fail. Now, let me say this. I'm not trying to hear that mistake, that fifth and sixth. After the first time, it's you doing it. First time something happens, it can be classified as a mistake. Seriously. Second, third, fourth, eighth time, not a mistake. We're not having it no more. Right? So saying it's a mistake, gentlemen, and it wasn't, call it what it is a choice. All right? Number 2, if you are finding yourself in a space where you're wanting to have it perfect, it's not going to be at all. You want to have the perfect video. Turn your ring light on, cut your mic on, turn your phone on, and go. You want to have the perfect relationship. It's not going to be. You're not a perfect man. She's not a perfect woman. Right? So A lot of times, man, when we find ourselves trying to, become, better men, better husbands, better fathers, just better people in general, we are harder on ourselves than we should be. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time. Give yourself some understanding that you're not going to have all the answers in the beginning. In the middle, probably not either. Towards the end, you'll start to go, okay, that now makes sense. But you starting off, you're not going to know. You're not. Just do the thing. Just do the work. Understand that. Give yourself some grace. You don't know that. You don't have all the answers. No one does. Also, like and subscribe if you made it this far, man. I appreciate you. Peace.